Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, and anything in between, this is the Call of Duty Championship Australian Qualifier #1 semi-final. I'm in Maniac, joined by my co-caster, Naked. We're into game number 5 here of our first semi-final. We have Trident up against T1 Dotters. We were in game 5. We unfortunately had a problem with some connection issues with one of our players, and the score was 4-3 to Trident, but we're going to be kicking things off back off here on S&D on Biolab.
As we were continuing from last time, we've had history repeat itself again with obviously the scores going back and forth and ending up 4-3 in the exact same fashion it did in the first S&D. And if this does end up how it did before, we will see them winning 6-4, but obviously we haven't confirmed Illuminati yet.
No, you're right. So just to confirm, guys, and for those of you punters playing at home, the Sentinel squad, which is Trident, we want them to get 2 points. Atlas, the red, will have to go to 3, which is your T1 squad. So we're looking for 2 for blue, 3 for red. Whoever gets there first is going to be our winner of not only this series, but also going to win their spot in the Asia Pacific Finals to be held later next month. So look, very, very exciting and nerve-wracking times for both of these squads. We've got Envious here now for Trident. He's in Biolab, going to try and make a move towards purple here where this B plant is going to be. We're going to chuck on this CoD vision and see where everyone's at. As you can see, everyone of that T1 squad is all on that south side of the map. You've got one on the far right side where you've got the uplink spawn just outside the stairs of purple there as well. You've got one player looking in, and that's going to be Issei. He's got the scope out as well. He's looking straight in there, just crouching down on the stairs. There was one player that jumped across, and he was full red. Azzy and Fate both getting kills for their respective teams. Got a 3v3 scenario. Let's check out Envious. He is going to get the plant down while Chilean's taking out Maka in the background. Envious gets dropped there, and look, another player dropping as well. It's all up to Azzy now, the only man left alive, and with those crazy shots out, it's not going to be good enough, and he was very promptly shut down. So we're going to be seeing things tie up now, 4 rounds apiece, and I guess this is pretty much what we've seen previously, and this is where we saw, I think we saw the opposing team to T1 walk away with 2 extra rounds. 6-4 was what was had in that previous series. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen now. Earlier in this series in the S&D and Terrace, we saw Trident walk away with the win, so whether it's going to happen now, who knows? 4 rounds apiece. Next 2 rounds, or whatever team wins 2 rounds next is going to be going through. Well,
we've been looking for teams to break their defense, so they needed to win their defense and not lose their attack. And we've been seeing them finally breaking that other team's attack, and then they lose their one. So it's been really weird. I thought maybe then Trident would actually push out and go ahead, but no, Dotters managed to keep their way back into it. And we're going to very possibly get to that game 11.
I dare say we might be. It's quite a possibility. We've got one player here who's just sitting on top of purple. There are, of course, a couple of players below him. One player over here on the cuts. That's going to be Chilean over here. We've got Fate on the inside of purple here, just backing up Issei, who's trying to get this bomb down on the purple player. Oh, he spots Maka. Scott, I don't know how that was not a kill. Naked, your face says it all. How did Maka... So, you know what this is? This is karma for Maka not being able to get the kill on Chilean's back on
that was
that
crazy.
terrace map.
That was a ridiculous snipe.
Yeah, it was silly. I'm surprised Issei just didn't throw his controller right there.
Oh, and that's he gets the kill instead. That could be their tournament life. That could be like them qualifying for APAC. They could end up losing now just because of that one. Really unlucky. Pretty much shot him straight in the face, and it could be that unlucky that they might not make it to APAC finals if everything didn't go their way just because of that one snipe.
Yeah, correct.
Maka gets another kill from that. That round was all because that kill didn't hit. That's how big one bullet in Call of Duty is.
It really is, and as you see, that thing's now tied up. So
tournament point.
Well, yeah, not tied up actually. We're seeing it is indeed tournament point, as I think it's now 5-4
in favour of Trident. Yeah, so
5-4 to Trident.
All the pressure off them. They're on their attack now, as you said. Their attack should be easier, yet they're winning their defenses now. Something's happened, and someo's figured something out. Someone's flipped the switch.
Well, Maka got
especially on Maka's head.
Yeah, Maka got hungry and swallowed that bullet because yeah, he wasn't just taking it to the temple. I know that much. I think he just took it to the mouth. But look, this could be Trident's game right here. This round is going to say it all. Envious, bomb in hand. We've got I think that's Azzy potentially. Yep, right behind him. We've got a couple of players leading the way.
Early.
Hysteria, yeah, Issei is down early. Hysteria here backing up the player in purple. And look at this squad. Look at this T1 squad. You've got Fate up on top. Nice shots out. However, he wasn't going to finish
He
it.
died of falling damage there.
He ended up dying from falling damage. T1 not looking good right
Damage
now.
in a 1v3 tournament life, well, not tournament life for him, but first chance to qualify 1v2 situation now.
He's got to come up big, doesn't he? We're up against Envious and Maka. The bomb is down. He spots one player. Is he going to get it? He does. That's Maka, one huge threat out of the way, but you've still got Envious, and the bomb is planted. Only 20 seconds left. And look at this. He needs to watch it. He's running away from that plant. He really needs to make a move here. I don't really know. He's biding his time here. You got to watch out. There's Envious. Ugh.
Trident are the first team in the world to qualify for a regional final. I don't think anyone would have predicted that.
That was actually... I didn't anticipate this happening. It seems to be a bit of an anti-hype here.
6-4,
I know, right?
Illuminati confirmed.
We just shot here.
X-Files music.
I know, right? All right, Illuminati confirmed. There you go. Well, 6-4. So... Getting into the serious side of things, guys, I just want to confirm here, see if this game will end. It should be ending right now. Yeah, you saw a player end. So we're going to call it there, guys. Trident take out the 5th map there versus T1 Dotters. They do win in a 6-4 fashion in that S&D. I couldn't believe this. T1 Dotters, I know, right? Dropping both of their S&Ds.
You see my face before. That's my reaction.
Right? I can't get over it.
I look like one of those clowns at the carnival where you put the ball in the mouth. That was my face. It was legitimately like...
All right. Yep, that is actually seriously what it felt like. So we've got Trident, who's going to be our first team to go through to the Asia Pacific Finals. Exciting stuff for these guys. Like, Maka's squad, they should be really proud of themselves, especially with that new kid on the block, Azzy. He's come up huge. He went amazing through this entire series.
Yeah, he dropped so many big numbers, obviously, especially in the respawn game types, but for them to take the S&Ds, what did I say at the start? They're not going to win the S&Ds. They shoved that up for me. They just told me no. Yeah,
I know. Well, I think that was both of us. They're just like, yeah, look, let's just show these guys. And they did. They've come back in a huge way, and it was the respawns they weren't too good at, and they've come back and just smashed them in the S&D. So,
to be fair enough, they only just lost the first hardpoint when they were in control for about 80% of the game. Yep. They lost the CTF when they were pretty close, and then they lost at the last second. There wasn't a wipeout. There are all 3 very close maps. So you couldn't really ask for a better way to qualify. They grinded their way through, and that's the way you want to win.
By taking down T1 Dotters in their home turf.
Yeah, well, now Dotters, they're still not out right now. They've still got one more game against the loser of Endzone and Mindfreak. And obviously Endzone taking out Avant, they must be pretty hyped, even if they did not beat Mindfreak, which... We don't know. The game, we think, has already started because it was forced upon being started for timing-wise.
Yep.
We don't know who's winning that at the moment. We'll find out in a second. It should be up in a second.
Yep.
That'll be our next game. But obviously, as I said, one of those teams will make it through as well.
What we can guarantee is that there's going to be some intense series ahead. Again, we've got Trident, who's going to be going ahead to the Asia Pacific Finals. T1 Dotters is still going to face off, as Naked just mentioned, the loser of Plantronics Mindfreak versus Endzone. That series we've got coming up next. I do believe it's underway, but we're going to be getting into a game as soon as we can. I'm in Maniac with Naked. We're here at the ACL studio here in Sydney. We'll be back right after the break.